Hey, welcome back. It's Ace, Project Zomboid. It's morning of September 28th, and I'm getting ready to head across the map, jumping in the tow truck here. And we are headed all the way over to the west end. We are headed out to somewhere up in this vicinity right here. And that's because in my previous Sandbox game, I found a pair of Bushmasters up in this corner right next to the river. Well, somewhat close to the river, and at a blockade, keeping you from going sort of off map into an area that's not really mapped yet. And so I'm gonna go see if that Bushmaster, if those are there again, if that's a guaranteed spawn location or not. Yeah, you know, why not? It's a road trip, and it's a beautiful day. I've got the tow truck, and you know, there's just no storage in the tow truck at all. So I've got passenger seat I can put stuff on, but that's it. And I decided that I needed to bring 2 bags along with. So we've got a tool bag, and we've got a food and medicine bag. And so we brought a trailer, and we're just going to leave that somewhere. Whatever we find that's interesting, we're going to put our bags in the storage of that and bring that back with us. But for now, it's a road trip. I like the Bushmaster in the previous save. It's a great vehicle. It's not as good as the Hillbilly. It's not as durable. The Hillbilly bumper can just really take so much abuse. Bushmaster, not quite as much. It's very capable. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can do anything you want with it for the most part, but it's not going to stand up for as long as the Hillbilly will. So, however, it does have just a ton of storage options, and it's a fun vehicle. So you know, I don't know. We're looking for things to do. I'm not quite ready to do the episode where we head into Louisville and go to the military surplus and once and for all try and find an M16, because we still don't have one of those. They did finally, between the last episode and this one, find a sledgehammer. I found it at the rail yard near Louisville, near the military checkpoint, in a box. It's one of so many boxes I've looked in. Trying a different microphone today, a little change to how I hear and interact with the game. Give me any feedback if you have it. We are now in unexplored territory. I've never gone this way on this save. I did go back and forth on this road a bunch in the previous save. I was over in Riverside, which I read was a good starting location. And it was, but boy, it's, you know, all the way at one end of the map, and Louisville, which is really the goal, was the complete opposite end of the map. So I ended up driving back and forth a bunch until I made a base in Louisville. And then I decided it was just time to go ahead and make the new save, and so here we are. No, I am really just really sort of cutting a little close here, aren't I? Gotta stop zooming in. I'm gonna hold the pedal down to the floor. We've done some work on the wrecker. Got everything upgraded: suspension, brakes, muffler. Cleaned everything up, did repairs. service this trailer before we hooked it up. The suspension checked out. Oh, hello. There's a little party going on. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, the group, the only thing to do is group up and talk about the good old non-zombified days, I guess. Hang around and do pull my finger jokes. Oh, hello. I bet you've got some ammunition for us. I'll happily take that from you. Oh, I've got a new feature here, a little hotbar down there, super handy, and I downloaded a mod that automatically puts things... Oh, you know what? Here, hold on a second. Yeah, so this would be a great example of that. Let's go here, and let's put the crowbar down on this bar, so we can switch to the crowbar easily. Because these guys are going to have at least one or more bulletproof jackets, bulletproof vests, and we'd like those. We'd like them without holes in them. Looks like we also get some police riot helmets, or bike helmets. But only if I get my timing down better. We'll just put this in my regular inventory, because you know what we're going to do? We're going to leave it in the glove box of the car it goes with. Motorcycle helmet, look at that. Wind resistance, insulation, condition great. Yeah, boom. Take it. As well as that shotgun and that revolver, of course. Leave them the boxers, you know, because, yeah. No holes in that vest, that's good. Well-equipped group. All by themselves, easy stuff. Loot pinata. I'm just gonna take it. Sorry, that'd be my quiet riot helmet. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. Oh, I should have brought along a trash bag for... yeah, loot along the way. I just noticed on this trailer, finally, just today, just as I was getting ready to record this video, there's a box for the upper door, which doesn't actually do anything that I can see. I think it's just decorative. And then there's a box for the lower door, which actually gives you access to the compartment. So, I don't know, but there it is. This is going to be a multi-day journey, without a doubt. This is going to be, I guess, 3 days minimum, 4, probably 5, maybe. back a little bit here so that it serves as a reminder to us in the future that there's a curve coming up. Grab all of the shotgun ammo they left us in the trunk. I could hope. They left the keys in this one for us. Nice. Guessing they didn't leave any gas. Oh, I didn't check the glove box in the other one. So take the key out of the... Oh, yeah. There's that. Magazines, some good reading material. Cigarettes and bullets, you know, that's all that matters. We'll put the key to this in the glove box. I like this toolbar down here. Lets me sort of interact with some stuff that I do all the time without actually having to go into the container. It's going to eliminate a lot of clicking and right-clicking up here. Also, went ahead and put on a mod that puts things back in the container they started in. Oh my gosh, how long's it been since I needed that? Now when I smoke, the lighter automatically gets put back. Why that wasn't the way it was programmed from the very start, I have no idea. I think that the developers are just a little bit sadistic because of that. Serves. We've got a road off to the left. There it is. Goes down to a town. No, I'm fine, really. I'm fine, really. Oh. This is a road off to a little army barracks that I went to on the other save. And since this is such a sparse area, I ended up parking there overnight once or twice on this road coming back and forth. At one point I'd gotten injured, so I changed a bandage there and I bled on the road. And then I found out that nothing ever leaves the game, because every single time I went past that spot on the road, there were my blood spots still sitting there. It's just, really? That's not helping the chunk size at all. Track of little stuff like that. I think that on along with glasses and whatnot disappearing from the terrain over time, you'd think that blood would vanish as well. I don't know, that just seems like a default to me. Who in the world thought, hey, let's make glasses despawn, because we don't want, you know, all these random glasses and hats lying around on the ground. But let's leave blood spots forever. That looks like a shovel and a shovel. Always hoping to find a second sledgehammer. What happens to this one, you know? Finding a sledgehammer finally let me get rid of those lifts, those vehicle lifts in the garage area. And they're gonna let me do the next change, which is to go ahead and remove the front door, the big glass doors, double doors in the front of the store, and the window on either side of those, and replace those with a garage door. And the main working area of vehicles is going to be right there in that main room. It's so nicely lit. It's got a tile floor. Looks good. I like a nice, clean, well-lit area to work in. This area here past the country club, I can just tell that the next time we come through here, this is going to be a mess. As long as we're up in this area, maybe we stop by the warehouse outside of Riverside. That's where I based in my other save. Got an awful lot of crates in there. Pretty good chance that we'd find a sledgehammer there, I guess. There's the way to the warehouse. Now we've got a left turn coming up here. It is 1450. We're going to find a place to sleep here. We get up here to this main highway, we'll probably just place to crash for the night. Probably come back down here and just sort of tootle around on the back roads a little bit, because I'm not going to want to go out to the end of those roads until it's morning, because I don't want to attract a horde to the area. We come back the next day and ready to do it. Now there's even twice as many that we have to fight. Somewhere right about here. This is an off-ramp leading back down to where the area we just came from, back down to Riverside. get some time. We'll go check out this neighborhood. The thing I'm really hoping to find is a semi-tractor. Logging container give us a chance of a wood axe or an axe? Just a whole bunch of wood. Well, thank you very much. I wonder if we get anything from that. Let's check it out. At the very least, I presume we get some wood from the pallet, a plank or something. I wonder if we get a brick. We get carpentry experience. And a plank and some nails. There you go. This way goes up to an old factory. They do not apparently leave us a semi-tractor. Feeling kind of cheated there. This guy's house, however, he's a trapper, I think. There's a couple of traps out in the garage. Mail van, I'm guessing. Didn't leave us any keys. Got some payroll checks, maybe? Oh, books. Sure. I think we have all of those. Oh, let's check the glove box on that work truck. All right. Well, this makes a great place to jack up for the night. It's close by. Why not? We still can't pick that washing machine up. Oh, can. No, wait. Yeah, no. Yes, we can. Electrical 303, that's right. Excellent. I'll grab one of those when we get back to town. I found out if you have a fork or a spoon in your inventory, whenever you eat, you end up using the fork and spoon, which is, you know, a different animation anyways. Forum posts, some people are really into that. Garbage bag for us to bring along. I also put a mod on that lets us grab the contents out of the container so you don't have to equip the gun case or the... Oh, ice cream. I know ice cream. I know you scream. We will eat that in the morning on the way out the door. So you used to have to put the container in your inventory to pull stuff out of it. And then you can just empty it while it sits there. Yeah, it's been a nice bed for us to sleep in. Alright, so let's take the garbage bag. Hand. We got left in here. You can also retrieve ammo out of guns without having to pick it up, rack it, unload it, and then so this is just going to take care of it for us and put it back like that. Right, I thought we'd only picked up a couple things, but we got the load off that blockade. It's a lot of stuff. There we go. It's not bad. Garbage bag in here if I went looking. There. Fun for staying in the guy's house and as well empty his trash. Oh, that worked out. Let's grab the book. take that plant with us too. I don't think this guy's coming back. Something tells me. It'd be an early morning, it's gonna be something like 4 a.m. or 240, otherwise known as O Dark 30. Ice cream coming. Sit here till 7:30. Dude, thanks for leaving us ice cream. Appreciate it. So this road terminates at a blockade. And then this road goes up and also terminates in the same direction at a blockade. The other road, the right turn back there, is the one that had the Bushmasters for me before. But these two roads are kind of close to each other, so I'm going to take this one first. And if there's something here, then great. And if there's not, then honk the horn and split, and maybe pull some of the Zeds out of the forest towards here rather than the other road. That looks like nothing. If I could pull every single Z on the map to this spot, since where I'm never coming back here, that would be the thing to do, right? Do that, and then leave, come back a week or so from now with a molly, burn down the western half of Knox County. Take a moment and check. Spear, great shape. Let's put on letter. Jacket. Vest. Neck sweaters on. Very bulletproof vest, good. Our protection. It's as good as we're going to get it. And at the end of this road, there were fair population in my other save. I've got different settings on this one than I do there. I did not have migration turned on there. I do have migration here, so it'll either be worse or better or the same, right? Pretty inescapable logic. Oh, we get a Bushmaster. In the previous save, I was not aware yet of what sledgehammers did. So to get this out of here, I cut down all the trees in an arc around the end of the roadblock. This time I think we'll just go ahead and use the sledgehammer if that works. I think it will. You can see how close these are. I don't know if I managed to pull any from here or not, but it couldn't hurt. Oh, what is up, dude? What's that? We need, I think, at least 3 of these out of the way. 2 and see if we can get it through. I don't think we can. So much easier than chopping down the trees. Oh my gosh. Yep. We were going to bring a bunch of them here. What happened when I was doing the axe on all those trees? But it was about 30 trees instead of 8 or so sledgehammers. One more of you. Where are you? Wide enough. Well, this one has the interesting feature of if you're in the gunner's seat, which is below this hatch, and you open the window, which is this hatch, you stick your head up through it, and then you can shoot 360 degrees, I believe. Ah. We've got a thing for that. This is the medical variant, which means they have a spot for a medicine cabinet. In the other one, they call it an ammo cabinet. I think it's the exact same size in either one of them. And then you've got these individual seats, like so. And the other variant has extra seats here. You've got more seats. This has a space for a gurney, which I think in game parlance is useless. I don't think you can actually, I mean, there's no reason to put a gurney in here. It is the first vehicle I've seen, though, that comes with corpses. I'm going to pull those out, because otherwise that'd be a little weird. Probably weird you out. Sorry, not gurney. Driver, no key. Go ahead and make ourselves one here in a second. We don't really seem to be under any sort of pressure. Australian, of course, so right-hand drive, ADI, Australian Defence Industries, I think. Speed up time. I think we're going to have to pull out of that. Nope. There we go. Way to go, Idaho. Cool bins on this. They've got a bin here, they've got another one on the other side. Plus you've got all those seats that you can put stuff in, and then you've got a floor space inside, plus the medicine cabinet slash ammo cabinet, whatever they're going to call it. So we get a tire, we get some stuff, some things. Get stuffs and things. Looks like, oh, food. We got food. Gas cans, sweet. All right. We'll go ahead and take the stuff out of the trailer. We'll throw it on the floor. Nope, nope, nope. Floor by default has 65 capacity with our inventory management enabled. Where are you? There you are. Each of the seats can take a bag, and of course, if you want to be a little cheaty, not really cheaty, it's the way the game is designed, you can put in a seat, like a seat has a capacity of 26, but if you had a bag with a capacity of 36, like the military bag, you could put that in that seat. So you can really fit one item, be it a refrigerator, or washing machine, or a bag, into each seat. The one time I came back from a run, literally I had a roof rack on this, so that was full, all the outside compartments were full, every seat had a bag that was bigger than the capacity of the seat. That was full, absolutely loaded. Coming back across the map with that. It'd be great if I could hook the trailer up to this and then hook this up with the tow truck, wouldn't it? That would be a thing. Gotta say the ambulance is my least favorite of the variants, just because it's got that space for the stretcher, and so to me that's just sort of wasted room. That could be, I think, 2 or 3 more seats, which is 3 more bags of stuff. Maybe there's an in-game use for the stretcher space. You go here to the switch seats, you go to the gunner position. Then you open the window. It's not showing us sticking out through the window, but we can now, if we had a gun on, we could go ahead and shoot. I think, though, unlike the Hillbilly, I think they can come up and start beating on the armor and stuff on this, start breaking in. Whereas the Hillbilly, I think, is pretty much immune because of its size. This is a cute little trailer, but we've got the same variant in camo, a little closer, so I doubt we'll ever be back for this one, but we'll put it, park it somewhere nice. When you're hooking this up, make sure that you get the option to hook it up with a hook. That. While you're towing it, you can hit your radial and you can adjust the towing height from inside the cabin. You can also be careful, detach it without actually getting out. So I can drop this car right here and drive away without ever getting out of the cab, which is very handy. For it to tow like a tow truck, this needs to be high enough. If I drop it down too much, I think it probably contacts the road. Oh, it's already at the minimum. I don't know what the implication is of going too high, although what I did notice is that if something is heavy enough in the back, it's going to lift the front, in real life, it's going to lift the front wheels. And so if you are accelerating and turning, since acceleration would tend to lift the front wheels as well, I had something heavy on the back of a regular tow truck, and as soon as I would accelerate and turn the wheel, the front tires barely worked at all. There was tremendous understeer. And I thought, well, it's interesting that they modeled that correctly. Watch out for that. Well, I like it when a plan comes together. So far, this one's working well. Glad to bring home a Bushmaster, which were one of the other two variants, but with the organized trait, storage is less of a headache than it was, so I probably won't miss the added seats. Yeah, see, there's that understeer right there. Go ahead and go by the factory storage unit. Previous save, there was the medical ambulance up there, and there was a the camo regular version. That might be a sledgehammer. Or it could be a claw hammer. Yeah. Never noticed the little hangers on the power lines. Oh, dude, you're screwed. Oh, it's the ear protection that fell on the ground. Okay. That makes sense. A sledgehammer in the back of your truck. Oh. Ah. So much better. I like that. That's good. Make sure there's some sledgehammer behind the truck where we can't see it. All right. You know what? We need to clean out inventory. I wonder if I can access the bins. I can. on the tow truck. Nice. Keep an eye on that encumbrance. Alright, next stop is, well, whatever happens along the way, or factory and the storage building. Coming up on 2000. See you down there, ankle biter. You a chihuahua? Well, more than I was expecting. Phew. It's just getting a little low for my liking. I'm glad to see that we're maybe done. At least done with the ones that we don't choose to pull. Overalls or prison jumpsuit. Factory, so yeah, probably coveralls. Yeah, see that bit right there. Phasing out, even though we knew she was standing right there. That's the sort of funny business that makes me glad I don't have permadeath turned on. Don't come around a corner like that. That was a bad idea. Oh. Now watch out for that. That's a thing. Come on, one more. You're our friend. Oh, wow, water. I am just so bad at watching that. I am so bad. Anybody's watching this, I'm sure for the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you've been going, so is he going to die of dehydration? The answer is, yeah, I just might. Maybe then I'll learn, right? And here we are. Mission accompli. Ton of crates to go through. Relative safety to do it. A sledgehammer is just waiting right around the corner. I know it, but if it's not, at the very least, I have not actually found any glue in this game yet, just regular plain glue. So, hopefully we'll find another sledgehammer in here. Antique stove is somewhere on this property, I'm betting. There's a bunch more crates in the other factory. I'm going to do that in the next episode. We're going to just loot and hang out, or I'm going to just loot offline and then come back when I've cleaned this place out a bit. And you can't really get to all the boxes, so you end up having to move a few things around to get into the piles because, if you really want to see the insides of every single crate, that's just what you got to do. So anyways, I will do that in the next episode. Probably start it with a list of everything that I got from here, because watching looting is just sort of like... Anyways, successful run. We brought back our Bushmaster. Now it's a straight shot home with that and any loot we get from here, and that'll be the next time. I'll see you then. This is Ace. Thanks for sticking around, coming along for the journey. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know that you're watching and enjoying or not. And tell me how the microphone was for this episode. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.